another fire update. I'm covered in sweat and all the rest of it. There's fire behind us. So the kids are out and all I'm doing basically is feeding these guys and checking in on them. I know that, see that, it's a very eerie way to be doing nighttime feed, but I just wanted to show you guys that's the reality of homesteading in Australia. You at some point will have fire. I don't want to say we're lucky because I know there's a lot of people a lot more scared than we are right now. It seems the wrong word to use. I am recording this on my phone as well, so excuse the quality, but yeah, just giving you a quick update. So Andy and I have decided to stay tonight. The fire it is turning and coming in our direction, but it's a good distance away. Hello. So we're not feeling unsafe by it. We might get embers though. Embers can travel great distances really quickly. So when it does get closer, we know it could potentially hit a forestry SA land. So we're talking pine forests. And all you homesteaders know how pine burns. Oh, cheeky girl, she's just opened the gate because I didn't lock it. Oh, they're all in. They found my corn. They can have a good feed. They deserve it today in this heat. So once it hits, if it hits the pine forest, there'll be a lot of embers. And if we get wind, those embers could hit the house. Back 12 or so years ago, when my parents still owned the property, I was here with baby Sienna when we had a fire down back in the gorge. And, you know, Dad was on the roof with embers all day and the hose and managed just to keep hosing the embers out. So that's why I just saw Andy on the tractor. That debris has built up just from the winds. So, hello. Hello. How are you? G'day. Gee, he likes the camera. He doesn't like anything else. Hello. The kids are scared of him. That's funny. Everyone calls his name's Groucho, but I call him Groucho. So yeah, that fire was a lot closer when. Oh, sorry. That fire was a lot closer when Dad dealt with that. So we're feeling pretty confident. My biggest fear, like we said earlier, hello, was that someone's deliberately lit them. So let's hope they're not out when it's dark. It's going to be even harder. We've got a couple of buckets of water up in a few different places just to put out any spot fires across the road if they get deliberately lit. That's the noise you can hear in the background. That's Andy just scraping any leaves away from the property. I tell you, knowing it was deliberately lit and they caught one guy, and the fact that I drove down the road with the kids to drop off at Mum and Dad's, and there was another one, I tell you, she's like, give me that bucket. And knowing there was one deliberately lit in the time, I probably drove past the car, you know. I was saying to the kids, look at all these sightseers, hot engines on the grass, up from the suburbs, getting in our way. We're trying to get our children out, and they're doing U-turns to get a better view. I tell you, road rage, Jess. But anyway, it's real for us. It's not a sightseeing, you know. Half of you guys know. Majority of our subscribers are homesteaders. Pardon? Because I told him not to have another beer until we'd done some work. Carry on, I'm doing the animals. It's still stinking hot here. I'm dripping in sweat. It's probably still about 38 degrees Celsius. Don't fight. Which is over 100 degrees. Over. I don't know what it is. It's bloody hot. It's Australian weather. So what are we doing? long story short, all I can do really is get these guys extra food. If we have to leave in the night, a lot of the stories we've heard from other people, they weren't allowed back to their properties, roadblocks, and they're basically told they're breaking the law to get back. If you look at Wayne's story about his experience when the fires went through his place, you know, it's a significant issue. So for us, it's making sure our animals have enough food for a few days without us. I mean, these guys, we're keeping all the paddock gates open. We could lock them up into this space. You know, I've talked to you about how it's just dead with Cape weed. Oh, it's an uncomfortable feeling if the fire was to come through this bit and not that bit, and I'd lock them in. So Andy's called it, and he said, keep all the gates to the paddocks open, let them go where they want to go to get away. And that's all we can do. But what we also are doing, sorry, I can see a car stopping. See how nervous I am? What we're also doing is giving them food and water that will last a few days. We're going to have a hot few days. Hopefully there's a cool change coming. I felt a few little raindrops. I'm a bit worried that there might be lightning behind that, which might spark a few more fires. But if we can't get back, I want to know the animals have got enough food and water for at least 3 days before I have to get angry with a roadblock, or sneak Andy in stealthily, because I'm sure he could be very stealthy if he chose to be. Yeah, so giving these guys water, food. I'm panting, it's so hot. Yeah, collecting the eggs, doing all the homestead chores, I should say, with that looming in the background. The phone doesn't do it justice. The sun's setting on it and it is orange and pink, and it just looks very ominous, and I really feel for those communities where it's close to. And thank you to all the firefighters and CFS and SES and anyone else that's giving it a crack out there to keep us all safe. I really admire what you do. Wish we could do it. Yeah, it petrifies me. So yeah, hats off to you families and you guys that are on the ground dealing with that fire. I'm going to go deal with this because they're pushing the gate open. Bloody goats. Getting pushy. You know, it's all about the food. So, no, not great sound, not great visual. It's where we're at, but just want to keep everyone updated. I feel pretty safe. We'll see what the wind does tonight, and I just really hope friends and family are safe. Renee out at Meadows, you got hit with the last fires out at Rockley, and hearing that fire could come the back of your place tonight, I'm like, please no, you guys have been through enough. So, yeah, friends, I'm really thinking of you guys. We've put on our social forums that our paddock gates are open to anyone else if this is a better space for them than what they're currently in. Then they know they can come here. But just before darkness hits, that's what we're going to be to tonight, and it just goes for kilometres. Stay safe, everyone.